guys. So thank you so much for having me out here. I have to say that when it comes to one of the reasons why I decided to try this was because I used to wake up every single morning in pain. As Jackson said, I actually suffered a really bad neck injury. I don't know. That's kind of like how I kind of transitioned from fitness because I was suffering from a really bad neck injury. I have a 3-level discectomy. I have a metal plate, 8 titanium screws in my neck, and I was actually a bodybuilder. And so at the time, after I had this thriving fitness company, went to the gym one day, slipped, fell, broke my neck, and was like, oh my gosh, what else am I going to do? I'm originally from Houston, Texas, and out there we actually used to hunt and harvest. I'm a meat eater, so we would harvest an animal every year to fill the freezer and feed the family, things like that. But after I slipped and fell that day, it actually changed my life. I didn't know what I was going to do anymore. And so the doctors tried to do everything they could to get the disc to go back into my neck. And there wasn't anything they could do at the time. And they decided to remove my discs. I was very scared about that, but it was all they could do. I started to develop nerve damage in my hands. And so they said, well, we're going to have to do this surgery. Otherwise, you're going to lose the nerve sensation in your hands. You're going to become disabled. And so I said, okay, let's do it. And this was probably a good 10 years ago that I had it done. But I have to tell you, I woke up every single morning for the past 10 years in pain. I'm like an old person waking up in the middle of the day. It's just like by the time the middle of the day hit, that's when I started to feel better. And I could really say that the pain was going away. I became, dependent on therapy, dependent on Motrin, anti-inflammatories. I'm not a pain medicine person. So I was always icing and myofascial, massaging of the neck and really trying to get away from this inflammation. And so I met Jackson and Patrick. I'm a professional hunter for Bass Pro Shops. And so that's how I met them, was at Bass Pro Shops. And so, just became really good friends with them and have been just kind of mentoring them in little things. And they're just awesome guys. And they're like my little brothers. And so I believe it was Jackson that reached out to me. I talked to him about it, about the products and stuff. And I said, stem cells. And for me right off, I thought it was something totally different. I'll be honest. I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And so, just to be supportive, honestly, I was like, I just want to support Jackson and help, these guys out. And so I'll give it a try. No big deal. And then so 3 months later, or actually, let me go back about 3 days into it. And this is just so weird because for those of you, when you turn 40 or 50 that day, didn't you all lose your sight? It's like your eyes, you can't see anymore. It's like you hit 40 or 50 and you can't see anymore. It's like, oh my gosh, I've gone blind. And so it's weird. I feel weird saying this because 3 days later, I told Jackson, I was like, do you know that this stuff is like affecting my eyes? I have better visual acuity, meaning I can see things more crisp, more clear after 3 days of just having this patch on the back of my neck. And I was like, I don't know. I was like really kind of surprised. And so, I was pleasantly surprised. And so then I started to notice I was sleeping better. I feel like my REM was getting better and sleeping more deeply, but waking up, more importantly for me, because of my neck injury, I was like, wow, my neck, I'm getting, better sensation in my neck. I don't have that inflammation. I don't have the really bad pain I was getting. It would go all the way down into my shoulder. That's gone. And so I have to say that I'm a skeptic. I'm a hard person to buy into things that I personally can't explain because I'm just so analytical about that. And so for me personally, I've got no more neck pain. My skin is softer. I'm not a vanity kind of person. I'm not a salon girl. You'll see I don't have, nail paint or whatever. And I'm always asking Jackson's lovely lady for some beauty tips because I'm not a beauty person. per se. I'm not a fashion girl. And so, you know, when it came to that, my skin feels softer. I will say that I have less lines on my face, which is a bonus for me. I'm in the sun quite a bit. I did also notice that sunspots have disappeared on my face. I'm not doing anything different with skincare. I'm using the same old stuff. I buy like this soap that a friend of mine makes and just use regular face cream, nothing fancy, nothing, you know, expensive, just cheap, like Olay stuff. But anyway, I've noticed that my skin feels softer. And a big thing for me, because 4 years ago, I actually became menopausal. And I will also say this is like, it's a godsend to me. I don't wake up in the middle of the night with hot flashes anymore. And that for me was like, woo, don't make me cry. It was just, for those ladies out there who understand menopause, it is a son of a bee, and it will cause you to want to light up and catch on fire. And I have to say that that's something that is like, I don't wake up in the middle of the night with hot flashes, and I haven't changed anything. And because I wanted to be like true to this product and not change anything, I wanted it to change me. It's getting dark out here. But anyway, I'm actually out at the range right now, so I don't know if you have me on video or not, but voice is fine. But yeah, I have to say that it's affected my hair. Now I have long hair. I have pretty long hair, and for a long time I was starting to lose hair with menopause. It was making my hair fall out. I have so much new hair. It's like crazy how much new hair I have. My hair feels thicker. My skin is softer. You know, I just want to go down the list. So thicker hair, softer skin. The pain in my neck has gone away, although I'm still married. Just kidding. Haha. And so the pain in my neck is gone. You know, I just feel overall that it's actually helped me with my immune system. To all of that, I can't promise that everybody's going to get that same thing. But I just know that for me personally, I mean, I don't know if it was, if other people are getting the same thing that I'm getting. And, you know, my husband's actually kind of just really, you know, he's a very big skeptic person. And he's telling me, hey, so I want to try that too, because he has ankle pain that he wakes up with. We're on our feet quite a bit. Another miraculous thing that I will say is that when I'm out at the range, I'll take a patch and put it on the back of each one of my calves when I'm out at the range, because I'm on my feet a lot. And this is nothing but dirt out here. There's nothing cushy about being out here. And so when I would sleep at night, well, after being on the range all day, I was having really bad issues with circulation in my legs. I was having restless leg syndrome, I guess. I don't want to diagnose myself with that, but I will say I was waking up with cramping in my legs, and that in itself has gone away. Again, it's another thing that, and I have to say, I'm a skeptic when it comes to trying new things that I can't explain, because I'm just very kind of control freak about being able to explain anatomy and physiology and the science of how things tend to work and why we should and shouldn't do certain things. I'm a very holistic person. And so when Jackson said, you know what, this isn't us injecting some stem cells from somewhere that we don't even know where it came from. This is actually, we're activating your own stem cells. And I was like, wow, that is, I've never heard of that before. And of course, looking into it and read more about it. And I said, well, you know, if it doesn't, you know, make me have to go to the thread ladies more often, I'm good. It didn't make the hair on my face grow faster, just saying. All you ladies that know out there, you know, ripping hair out of your face hurts. that stuff hurts. I almost said a cuss word, but anyway. So I will say
Maggie,
overall, health-wise, I have to say, guys, you know, God bless you. Thank you so much for introducing this to me, because you guys have actually changed my life, and I love you for it.
Okay, so my question, I've got a few questions. How long has it been now exactly since you've been on the patch? It's been a couple of months, isn't it?
It has been 2 months, and yeah, it's like 2 months and 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Lovely.
Wow.
And then the question I was going to ask was, Are you going to see yourself coming off the pills that you've been taking for all these years, and kind of bring the X39 to just to X39?
Well, I can tell you that after 2 weeks, I found myself not needing to take Motrin every single day to make the inflammation in my neck go away. And that's after 2 weeks. I'm not taking Motrin anymore.
It's amazing.
Did you notice it more when you had your sight down the gun?
So when I actually have my firearm in tune and parallel with my line of sight, I will say that the visual acuity did actually get clearer in the sense that I could see my front sight. I have a green illuminated front sight on my gun, and I have to say that did actually get clearer. Yeah, so but going up and down the stairs in my house, because after my neck injury, I suffered really bad vertigo, and I'm very cautious about going up and down the stairs. And I have to say, my vision of being able to go up and down the stairs, I haven't had any vertigo issues. I can go up and down the stairs a lot faster because my eyes are not saccading as much.
They're adjusting.
They're adjusting, yeah. The pupil dilation, I think, is really the macular, the macular resonation is actually just really starting to change, I guess. And I don't have to, like, I actually got in the car the other day and forgot to put my glasses on. I totally forgot.
That's like, amazing.
Whoa.
And your energy levels, are you able to, withstand the day better than before? How about your energy? Have you noticed anything there?
I have noticed my energy level. Usually, like, I'm not a huge coffee drinker. I actually just like the flavor of it, really. But I will say that, like night before last, I slept 4 hours and woke up in the morning and didn't feel sluggish or fogged. I put 2 patches on. I put one on my abdomen and one behind my neck, and was like, and I also had one on my right arm, because I was doing some cooking and overused my arms and was like sore. And I thought, I'll put one on my arm as well. And all my students were asking me, oh, did you have some blood drawn or something? I said, no, that's a stem cell patch. I said, I'm riding the X39 wave. What's up? And they were like, what's that? I said, I will tell you later.
Amazing.
So, yeah,
amazing.
I think I'm purposefully going to start wearing them on my arms.